Greetings, greetings, all you shiny, happy people. Welcome back. Happy Friday. You've made it, hopefully, at least by this time zone. Those people left of me on the map might still be working. You poor fools. All right. Friday, Cataclysm. What were we doing? What's going on? Let's see. First, make sure this is the active window. Zoom in, zoom out. Yay. All right, there we go. Nadia the Second. Oh yeah, let's summon the Vormithrax. There he is. There he is. You've been summoned successfully. Let's move the Vormithrax slightly. There we go. Yeah. All right, I think we're all set. All the notifications out. Everything looks like it's working. So, what you guys been up to? I've been playing Stalker. How are we doing with this guy? So, torso at half, huh? Half health on the torso. So, I remember when we left off, we'd been ambushed. We'd been rudely ambushed. We were jumped out of nowhere, just minding my own business, and I was jumped by a bunch of heathen soldiers at the military helipad. They ambushed me. It was horrifying. And we barely escaped with our life, and we drove up here. That's kind of where we're at. We're just wandering. We're wandering. We're finding things. We're doing things. We got a military base way over there. We got the Exodii base right there. We got Triffids right there, which is going to make trips to the Exodii base all sorts of interesting. And the minefield at the military base would be pretty interesting as well. So, yeah, a lot of fun stuff over there. FEMA camps, recent update, nerfed FEMA camps, a lot less ammo now. They now don't have more ammo than everything else in the game, barring the military base probably. But apparently they were way overstocked with ammo, and now they're not. So there you go. Enjoy the FEMA camp nerfing. That's the only note I saw that stuck in my memory. Fire lookout tower, don't care. Evac shelter, don't really care. Dairy farm, don't really care anymore. Nowhere to drive up there. We got woods blocking us everywhere, so we don't have any choice but to go back by those nasty soldiers and pick another direction. Alright. So that's where we're at. So this is Nadia the Second, our Traceuse. We're not making a lot of progress on dodge. Read 0 progress on dodge skill. Unarmed Combat's working its way up to 5, finally. How many kills do we have now? Oop, wrong button. We have 436. Not all of which were in unarmed, but a good majority of them were. Still trudging along with the broken Unarmed Combat. XP is still broke. Hasn't been fixed yet. What else? Everything else is kind of in the combat department. That's pretty much the only thing moving now. Beyond that, we got what? We got Fab to 5, not theoretical to 6. We got tailoring to 6, theoretical, and pretty much the primary as well. Just rusted a little bit, but who cares? Rust is imaginary voodoo science. Doesn't really hurt you any. Just leave it alone. And we got mechanics to 8, theoretical, 8. Which is the only important number. Theoretical for mechanics. Don't care about the practical, really. Everything's unlocked and pretty much auto finishes with no consequences I'm aware of for being below the level, when you're working on vehicles at least. If you're trying to craft, you might have a problem, but at least for vehicle installations, all it cares about is theoretical, which seems weird compared to the rest of the systems and how they work. I turned it off at 2 and it's rusted a bit, huh? Has it? That's fine. That's fine. No big deal. And we've got bandaging on torso and leg. Yeah. All right. So we're pretty much all set. I just got to decide what to do from here. So, hey, everyone. Good evening. Greetings, Eater, Volrath, Ram, Philanu, Radar, Dr. Weirdness, McCain, XT72, Bad Lotus. Howdy, howdy. Cotton sheets are now worth a bandage, so don't cut sheets, but disassemble. All right. Whatever. I don't care. Whatever. Sounds like an efficiency thing that is irrelevant to me. Then There are so many sheets in the world. Who cares? Do whatever you want with them. It's one of those super common items nobody's going to pay much attention to. Let's see. Yeah, literally the last thing we did was just park here. I don't know if I was deciding to... I can't sleep. It's too early to sleep. It's 9 in the morning. I don't remember what my day-night cycle is. I guess the intent was maybe to try to go back and mess with the soldiers, but I've got Wandering Hordes turned on. They may or may not still be in the area by the time we go back if I just hang out and get some sleep. Guess we could roll up. There's no longer a reason to go to the dairy farm. I've really got pretty much all the backup utility parts for repairs I might need. We could, I guess, go look at the fire lookout tower, but I think, didn't somebody tell me that you can't get the survivor vehicle there anymore? And I wouldn't switch to it in this run anyway. I'm too enamored of our monster quad. So, I think we just keep creeping along. We'll abandon the soldiers here. Slight, like as I said on Friday or Monday, slight chance of light amp goggles I was hoping for, and a few grenades, but turned out to be a wash. We didn't get much accomplished there. Yeah, no guns. No guns. We're not allowed to use guns. If you're just chiming in here in the middle of this run, you know, go watch other episodes. But the big thing on this one, we're trying to get some skills to 10, which we're not having much luck with, but it's early game, and I'm trying to level up other things that'll help our survivability. But we're also a brawler. New trait, brawler trait, no guns. We're not allowed to use guns. Jury's still out on using vehicle-mounted weaponry. I'm still hoping to test that, but we got to find a specific book or a specific item in order to raise our rifle skill. Since we can't shoot rifles in order to raise the skill, we have to do it through one of 2 other methods. But if we manage that, we can mount a weapon on the monster quad here, and we'll test out whether we're allowed to use vehicle-mounted guns. That'll be interesting. Yeah. So let's keep moving, even with our damage. Oh yeah, we're burning gas now, right? Yeah, we're burning gas, charging up our batteries. Let's head by. Yeah, unfortunately, the exciting we'll have to wait till I heal up a bit. I can't do too many exciting things at half health. But we definitely don't need to hang out around here. So many Triffids in this area. Just trying to remember. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to look at. Let's just head back by the military place. Zoom around. Hopefully not get shot by acid darts. More worms. That's right. We had worms in the area too. So many things. I'm not gonna... Ooh, solar car. On the edge of town. Pretty damaged. And pretty damaged. Only slightly damaged. Couple of good solar panels. Now that we've got Mech 8 and I've been able to install a gas as well as an electric engine, my my desire or need for more is less. Let's not worry about it. We'll get other opportunities. Oh crap, shock zombie. Don't yet see acid spitter zombie. Yeah, apparently they don't cluster up on the towers anymore. Used to be they'd cluster up on the spotlights, but now they don't. They ignore them. I see you over there, soldier zombies. I wish I could beat you up for your juicy stuff, but I gotta get away from this caustic soldier that's about to dart me. Alright, we'll get more opportunities to kill soldier zombies. Where are we going? I assume we already checked this light industry. Yep, we've already been there. So we're gonna go up and around radio tower. I don't think that's gonna show me much beyond what we can see. But we gotta decide, are we gonna go up that way or over that way? For those that don't know, I am not going to the military base. It's on my personal do not visit list. And we don't have anything CBM-wise to worry about them, plus the Triffids nearby are going to make that pretty questionable. I can't think of anything I desperately need at the mine. So I think we're just going to, we'll scoot across and we'll aim up this way. That'll take us back this direction if we want to anyway. See you, Dr. Weirdness. More worms. More gas mask cartridges. Yeah, we'll just aim up this way. Trying to think ahead to what places I actually want to find. We still don't have a full list of books, although we're closing in on finishing out a few very important skills. If I can get fab and tailoring to 6 or 7, that pretty much is as far as I usually worry about going. Mechanics, we've already achieved 8. That's a big one. Now I can do anything I want with the vehicle stuff, barring having materials available. So there aren't too many books that we need to get a hold of. I'm trying to think of what we need to focus this guy on. In order to raise dodge above 6, I need tougher opponents to practice against. And they need to be certain types of opponents, preferably. Naked Shoggoth dodging might be something we have to engage in. So a lab would be the best place to find one of those. Or a bunch of those. Beyond that, sorry about the clearing my throat. I just finished chugging down a big lunch. I'm having problems getting my throat to clear. So yeah, I'm trying to think of where we can go. I don't have evolution speed dialed up in this one. I put 60 days of advanced evolution in, and we're on day 87 now, which is another 26 days, so we've got almost 90 days of evolution in the world. And we are seeing dangerous zombies, evolution forms, but they're still on the fairly moderate to rare side, so it's probably still going to be specialized locations where I can find the higher end enemies that we want to take a look at. Wow. Well, hi there, quadruped. I've heard you guys have problems with anger issues. Please don't shoot me. I think they fixed it. And I don't need to read your sign, because we already know where the local Rocky Butte is, just to the south here. So reading the sign's not going to tell me anything new. So we'll stay well out of range of that. I don't usually see their thing generate right on a road. I think that's the first time I've ever seen a road bisected like that by a rocky, or by the quadruped little spot. I don't know what they call this in the map gen, but yeah, first time I've ever seen them split a road like that. Let's go check this out real quick, and then we'll backtrack the other way, because I don't care about the military base, and I don't want to go down past the river. So we'll see what this is, and then we'll roll up northwest. Naked Shoggoth dodging sounds interesting. It is. It's a grand old time. I highly recommend it. Good for cardio, fitness. Bad for your psyche. We've done it before. If I can get my dodge up to around 12, and with a strong character, we can survive the occasional odd hit from a Shoggoth. Alright, it was just a trailhead. Just the yucky old trailhead. So let's spin this thing around. Actually, that house has got some okay possible stuff in it. Festering boar. I don't want to tangle with a festering boar. We got hostile animals, do we? Alright, we'll approach from the north side. use the house as a shield against the animals down there in the barn. Pretty much everything I care about's up here. Not sure there's any tools left that I care about. But we'll look. Hacksaw, screwdrivers. Again with the binoculars. They're everywhere. Who made 10 times the multiplier on binoculars in the game world? Man, they're everywhere all of a sudden. Yeah, nothing we need. Could find any other time early game. This would be a fun place to set up a base in with the water supply here in the back, and you got the shed with tools, and you got all the housing stuff, and then across the way you got all the barn materials you could use for building and everything. Not too many bad things in the area that you'd have to lure away initially, but it'd be a pretty fun little base area. For folks that like to do that kind of static base living, especially with, we got a water pump even too, but I think it's the same. I don't think it's clean water. There's very few sources of clean water, but, yeah, it's a good spot. Good spot. Don't care. Long underwear top and bottom? Is that a randomization thing that just dropped that? That's pretty cool random drop if it's not a preset farmer underwear. And if it is a preset, somebody put in long underwear top and bottom for farmer wear, then, you know, kudos to you for the planning. And a hockey mask. He's Jason Voorhees, the farmer. Yeah, it's not much we care about here in houses nowadays, except for half-liter jars. We like half-liter jars still. And pudding and yogurt. Hey, look, another half-liter jar in the clean area. Eat. No. Unload. Never gonna use you. Let's drop some nasty pickled veggies in the mix there. All right, we're out of here. Nah, the military base isn't going to be much help. Yeah, this is the one with the silo. Just across the way, right there. That's the, let's see, the normal silo's 3. I think this one's either 5 or 6. I forget. But yeah, this silo's taller than the other silos for whatever reason. And we'll give you a good view around. I didn't bother. Well, I guess we're in a spot where I could get a little bit of a view around. Yeah, why not? While we're here, we'll go dodge a festering boar. Shouldn't be a problem. We're still at speed 96, 85 to move base. Yeah, we're plenty fast. Theoretically, and I'll use the house for cover if I need to. Oh, he's coming at me. What I don't want is I don't want him to be waiting for me at the ladder. I'm not sure how effective these guys are. Definitely don't want to be fighting him right now. Let's lure him into the house. Come to me, festering boar. All right, now that he's in the house, we'll take off the other way. Oh, I think he spotted me. Whoops, 4 festering boars. Oops. Now it's getting a little potential problem. I think we can make it up. It's 5 tall. Where are you at, Festering Boar? I want him to be around the far side while I make my run north. Using the building as cover. This is the kind of thing you got to think about as you're planning your movement and your tactics. Just little things like that. Leading him into the house, scooting out the side, waiting a second to make sure he's well and truly in the house, dodging past, moving over here, and then I waited until he got to the side before I started rotating around, and then I'm off again without him seeing me, so I get plenty of lead. Just little things like this. Just planning that kind of movement tactically is really, really helpful in this game. Or any game, really. But we're talking about this game. So that made that a nice, easy trip. Just simple things. And we're on it. What do we find? We found another light industry to the north, and nothing useful to the south. Military base we already knew about. More Triffids. Damn, they Triffid bombed this area. Shipwreck with crab people. Hey, shipwreck crab people. And a mansion to the north. It's a bit of a trip. I guess we could do it. We're rolling in gas now. So we'll go check the mansion, then we're going to roll up this way. We'll check again the light industry for more welding gear. And we got a lot of partial maps and possible endpoints up that way. We'll need to get another map pretty soon. Alright, yeah, it was worthwhile climbing up that. I wouldn't have seen that mansion otherwise. Let's just go off-road. Howdy, howdy, Catman. Yeah, I don't know if I would try to do a mutation in this run. It just takes so freaking long now to do the mutation stuff. So long. I mean, I could, but without a specific point or goal to it, kind of built into the challenge, I just don't really feel the pull to do it. It's so onerous in time and materials, and even once you get all those, between the skills you got to get to, the books you got to get, the materials you got to get, the tools you got to get, once you even have all those, then it's a waiting game as you wait for the mutations to process through your system using that new vitamin system. And you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and then you take some more drugs, and then you wait some more, and then you take some more drugs, and then you wait a bunch more. It's just so long nowadays. It doesn't really fit with the normal kind of challenges that I do for Cataclysm, where I'm in and out fairly quickly in most of my challenges nowadays. It's just hard now with that mutation stuff. Let's see. Let's turn our headlights on. Maybe we can get lucky. And I see nothing on the first dummy. Got nothing there. We got to see that corner, and then we got to see the same on the other side. Let's go over here and then pivot again. Nothing in that corner. Oops. Coming to get me. Don't think the headlights will reach far enough here. Whoops. I can't quite see into that other corner. Most of these I could pretty easily kill. I'm just a little shy because of our torso damage, and I'd have to take the time to drop gear. Nasty stinky zombie coming out to play. I need to get this thing turned around. Let's introduce the zombies to the ducks. Hey, duckies. I got some zombie friends that want to say hi. Poor duckies. I done them dirty. I done the ducks dirty, and I'm driving right into the middle of a bunch, including a flyer. Yeah, we don't want that either. Bad plan, Vorm. Bad plan. I got that flyer right on my ass. That's going to make things a little tougher. Need to circle back, gather up a few more zombie ducklings. Alright, that's about the majority of them. What are you? A mutated butterfly. Okay. Ah, didn't quite get far enough away. And there's just too many random ones. Alright, let's just let him chase me. Let's go on a chase. That'll be fun. Let's do some more maneuver. Maneuver and evasion. I always have fun with that. Get myself in trouble, then try to figure out how to get myself out again. I am my own worst enemy in the Cataclysm. I am the most dangerous enemy unto myself. Constantly doing things I have no business doing. That's also empty. I need to get upstairs briefly. What do we got? We got cufflinks. Oh, that's not good. Alright, so much for that. I don't want to fight anything if I can get away with it. Well, that was a nice move, fat zombie. I did want to check this room up here. Sometimes there's stuff up in these display cases. Oh, I see a knife or something. An arming sword. It's not usually the kind of thing I'm looking for. Budget steel. Yeah, we don't want that. Alright, I think that's all the risks I'm going to take for now. But we got to just dodge back out of here. No, don't stun me. See how easy that was? All of you new players, you should do just that. Just run straight into a mansion. Just run right in. Grab your stuff. It's all sitting there for you. No worries. Another dummy with nothing on it. Catalytic cracking at home for solar punks. The Def Leopard. Will it pour some sugar on me? Oh, mechanical mastery. I mean, we're already Mechanics 8. It could possibly have recipes, and I don't have anything directly hostile chasing me right now, so, you know, no reason not to go grab it. How about you? Nah. A clown suit. That sounds appropriate. That's appropriate outerwear. I'm just kind of dorking around until bad things find me, make me run away. Why are they hiding clothes dressers back here? That seems weird. Protein powder. Alright, let's get out of here. So, unfortunately, nothing too fun at the mansion. We're dead-ended. Well, I mean, technically, you can drive a vehicle right along the edge of the riverside. So if you're ever seeing a situation like this, and for whatever reason you're trapped and you don't want to go another direction, you can drive a vehicle right along the edge of the river, around swamps and forests, or to get to a new area if you need to. I've had a few desperate occasions where I needed to do that. And the trick is just don't let your wheels, or this, it's technically the center of your vehicle, but don't let your wheels touch the deep water portion, and you have plenty of room. You'll have plenty of room to get around any forest or swamp along the edge of a river. In not a giant vehicle, but in most 4 wide, 5 wide vehicles, 5 wide might be stretching it. That'd be a little tougher. Definitely a monster quad. Monster quad have an easy time. But we got plenty of options. We don't need to do something like that. Whoops! Well, that was not a good one. That was a terrible one. What did I just do to myself? Yeah, that wasn't good. Bad, Vormithrax. Bad. You're supposed to be nice to your monster quad. Don't hit boulders. I don't think drinking sewage or radiating still really works for the mutation system. I haven't tried it directly, but the mutation system has changed entirely from how it used to work. And it really needs multiple input sources to give you any effective outcome. I mean, if you just want random ones, maybe it can give you something, but if you're trying to go for a specific path, absolutely not. There's not too many reasons beyond insanity to just take random mutations. Light industry, here we come. This will be like light industry number 5 or 6. Turn sideways, is it? Do we have gas? We have gas, but we also have a shock zombie. That is not a healthy zombie to have in the area. That one will cause me problems. It's also tricky to get maneuvered. Alright, let's back up. We'll check the rear tool area back here real quick. Oh, is that all welding rods? Please tell me that's all welding rods. Ah, masonry saw. Masonry saw. Another anvil. Welding tank. Brazing. Oh, stupid aluminum brazing rods. Damn it. So a couple of welding tanks at least. And we got a few crates we could pop open. Well, we got some zombies going to be coming out after me too. Let's stop the vehicle. Grab these real quick. Don't need another anvil. I'm gonna get jumped before we can probably pop these all open. Yep, here comes some of it. Another jackhammer. Don't need the tools. Yeah, they're gonna get too close to me before I can pop the rest of these open. Chances those crates will have anything I care about are pretty slim. Let's just take what we got. I won't be able to drive back behind the other set, though. The other building like I normally like to do. Well, maybe there's enough space back here, but I'd worry about that shock zombie getting through a window and blasting me with no maneuvering room. But there's another set of lockers right here I normally like to check. This one up here, though, has very little chance of, if I remember right, welding rods. It might have welding tanks, but we're getting ahead of... my gas supply is way ahead of my welding rod supply. Yeah, I mean, I could drive straight down there, but no maneuvering room. I'd rather not risk it, not knowing there's a shock zombie over there. Let's see if we can lure the shock zombie out and then make a quick trip in there. Where you at, shock zombie? There he is. Trick is to keep ahead of the one that's closest to me, but not get so far I lose the ones following. Good thing this one closest to me is pretty slow. Just need to not let him step inside the cargo space. Alright, now we're looking good. Alright, we'll bring him back down the road this way. That will do. Oh, I think they just started chasing off after something in the woods. It's even better. We'd like to get some gas out of that truck too. Usually there's a fair amount of gas in there. Yeah, let's... Whoa! Glad I caught that before I jumped off my vehicle. You on the way over here? He's heading up into the... Oh, we got a we got a body disposal site right next to us here. Ouch. Okay, that changes things up a little bit. That giant praying mantis? Get him, praying mantis, get him. Or at least hold their attention for a little while. Good job. Go get him. Alright, as long as he's alive long enough to keep their attention while I scoot around here. Saw another zombie, I think. Ah, not as much gas as I was hoping. Paid for the trip, at least. Yeah, let's just run up and check. I think I pulled most of the dangerous stuff out, hopefully. No, don't step in the rose bush. Hydraulic presses. Oh, never mind. Look at that. Right there. Brazing rods. More aluminum. Got a torch. I've got goggles. More tanks. I forgot to drop off the other ones before I came up here. I don't think I have bolt cutters, but I can never... What actually is the use of bolt cutters? I forget. I know they have some function people use them for. And don't tell me cutting bolts. I mean, like in a particular crafting recipe requirement. Is it part of making chainmail or something? I know it's got to be some kind of metalworking thing. Alright, I didn't get a good look at book opportunities. Barbed wire? I guess. Uh-oh, hulking horror still up here. I was hoping to scoot back by and look for books, but I didn't see any offices. So let's just zoom on past. That's a good spot. We got more gas. We're pretty far ahead on the gas requirements. Wasp nest. And we got some more wire. I think we got enough now. I should be able to do most of the work I might need to do on the vehicle. Not too many more things I can actually do that I think will be useful. Oh, solar car looking pretty banged up. Let's see. We got a town up ahead of us. Trying to decide. Let's go buzz by the mine real quick. The miners won't level the skills I need to level. So beating them up is not particularly helpful. Do I need to put racing tires on the Monster Quad? Actually, what, I saw racing tires for a second. Was there another... Were they just on the ground? Yeah, oh, it was just on the ground. I was wondering what wheel hub assembly racing skids use. I also wanted to check the parking lot here for vehicles, but it's looking like they're pretty messed up. 10.1. What was the other thing that was slowing me down? I don't think it was the helmet. 11.0, I guess it was the helmet. Alright, so we've got diesel and gasoline, but we'd have to clear out a bunch of miners. There's a lot more in the building that would pour out of here. Am I that concerned about collecting gasoline? Not really. This vehicle doesn't burn all that much gas. Pretty easy for us to come across more. Chainmail? Yeah, I figured it was chainmail. That's the only thing I could remember. Well, all skills are capped in experimental to 10, level 10 dodge. So whatever being naked at level 10 dodge, that's going to be the max skill you can achieve nowadays. So you used to be able to get actual skill up to, I don't remember how high you could get it. So for example, right now I'm only actual skill 6, but our effective dodge is 11. Part of that is some of the martial arts stuff and just being lightly equipped and all that. But yeah, you can still probably get upwards of in the teens, late teens. But you're capped on how many dodges you can do per round. That was the big dodge nerf a while back. Somebody kept demonstrating just how ridiculously broken the dodge system was, that rat bastard, and they went pretty hard in the other direction on fixing it. Because it used to be, the rule was, when you executed a dodge, you could execute as many dodges as you had effective skill, because the formula worked in a way that if you had, for example, 8 dodge and you had 13 or 15, let's say 15. Let's say you had 15 effective dodge because you had a high normal dodge. You get a certain number of free dodges based on, you get 1 anyway, and then you get extras per martial art. So you take a martial art that had dodges, you get like 3 free dodges between your 1 normal one and your 2 extras. And then after that, after those 3 dodges, every additional dodge attempt you made, it would reduce your effective dodge by 2. So you could go from 15 on the 4th attack that you dodged, to 13 on the 5th attack, to 11 on the 6th attack, to 9 on the 7th attack. So, I mean, I demonstrated dodging 8 predators completely surrounding me, and I dodged and killed them all with a martial art. I dodged, like, I forget the number of how many dodges I executed in one round, but in literally one round, I dodged like 11 times or something crazy. So yeah, so they went and they capped it. You no longer, they totally removed that system where it just reduced your effective dodge by 2. So now you get your 1 dodge and then whatever the martial art gives you, which I think I get 1 from the martial art. That's it. That's all you get. So trying to ratchet your dodge up to ridiculously insane levels will still help you for those 2 dodges that you get if you've got a martial art giving you 1. But beyond that, you get nothing. Alright, so yeah, let's, I'm not going to worry too much about the gas. Let's just leave that gas alone. We're going to come across lots of these mines and other sources, so we're not burning gas all that fast anyway. So back north we go. I guess I should check to see if this has gas. Stupid crack, go away. I don't want to play with you. You're dumb. You got around the vehicle okay though. Does it say it has gas? It doesn't. It's draining anyway. Alright, so there's no gas here regardless. Gotta check that remotely. Let's go up and see if this city is gonna block my northern progress. Yeah, totally busted up. Kind of figured. Oh, that's right. Don't I have to do a boatload of ingot crafting? Since we can't get ingots off of smashing solar vehicles anymore. I gotta remember what I needed to do ingot crafting. Aluminum ingots. All I needed was my torch with charges, but I needed a boatload in order to make all the ingots I'll need. So, alright. I got the crucible, so really all we need is a better solution here. Preferably like an electric forge attached to my vehicle batteries would be the best. And I still haven't found gas for the gas forge we've actually got. So if we come across a gas forge, we'll use that if I can find... Or I mean, if we come across gas for a gas forge, we'll use it. Otherwise, I need to be looking for an electric forge. Dissolute Devourer. Either Dissolute Devourer. Look at this fancy place. We got columns out front on the porch. We got taped windows, boarded up windows. What are you trying to hide in there? In your fancy house. Boomer Glutton. Uh-oh, big backyard. And a junkyard. It looks like I'm going to get blocked from my progress over here, though. Bet this forest on the edge of the city are going to close up, and I won't be able to travel that way. This is not good, because the road network over here doesn't give me confidence I'm going to get past the forest either. We might get blocked in again. Yeah, this is not looking good. Feral Soldier. Oh, couldn't quite see the seats on the right-hand side from the angle there. Run mode. What the hell? This thing's divided? Oh, it's a prisoner van. Oh, alright. I thought it was a SWAT truck first. Never mind. Not gonna get any cool stuff off of prisoner van. Alright, we got a pit we can drop zombies into, and the junkyard. Trash, trash. Yep, look at that cul-de-sac. Zippity. Possibly I could get through up here. I need to get up high. I need to get some elevation so I can fill the map in and see if there's a destination that I might want to try to get through here on. It's a pretty big city though, because we haven't seen the nameplate yet, and it's a huge residential area, so it's probably fairly large, just nothing useful I can get to on the outskirts, unfortunately. Let's do a naked drain pipe climb before anybody sees me. Alright, so that should be perfectly fine. Please don't fall off and kill me, because that would be embarrassing. Oh, I left my binoculars down there. Damn it! Left my binocs. I'm assuming. Yeah, I left my binoc. Here. Binoculars. Let's risk it again. It's a little better. What did we learn? Ouch. Ouch. Well, that is a bit of a pickle. Definitely not what I was hoping to see in regards to a quick and easy way kind of around here and out into the open again. Nice little bomb crater right in the edge of town with 2 ant hills nearby. That's going to be a fiesta of ant versus zombie activity. What else we got? Large office tower. Couple of garages and tire shops. Recycling center. That's a place to get aluminum ingots. Oh, recycling center with a library across from it. Alright, well, we're going to have to hope this road back here actually... I think this is going to be an endpoint, and it's looking like there's going to be solid forest all the way up and down here. Which means I do not have an access point likely until all the way down here to go around. And or I need to find a spot where the trees are the thinnest and try to make a path. That's a bit much to expect right there. Yeah, well, there's nothing close enough for me to get to here, so no use looking at it. We got to find a way around, because I do not want to have to path back this direction. We got no way across the river. Well, again, I could, like I talked earlier, this would be a situation where I would start considering skinnying my way up the shallow water on the edge until I found another roadway and bridge to get me to a new path. Because we got no bridges until way down here, which doesn't look terrible. I mean, that gets us across the river, and we got some endpoints over there. So that one's not too bad. It's not too far away. But we still got one opening there. But I think what I'll do is we'll wrap around over here. See what we can see. If I can get to another high point. This is, what, a mine? We'll see if we can get a high point somewhere over here to see what's this direction. Dairy farm might have a drain pipe. I forget if it does or not. Nothing else really over there. Alright, yeah, we'll go check that out real quick. But there's not much we can do over here, and I don't see any spots where it's likely I'm going to be able to get through. I don't need another hand cart or another welding rig, so nothing in particular of interest here. All the vehicles are mostly trashed. Yeah, keep going. Failed to place monster. No need for the evac shelter. It would give me a little bit of a vision bonus, but not enough from this distance, I think, to help. Ah, airdrop crates that are empty. Hey there, Remo. Ah! Yep. Oh! Oh? Are they teasing me with the possible access point? Or is it just a little tiny cul-de-sac with more forest surrounding it? We'll have to get closer to find out. Might have to kill a bunch of miners. Ooh, looking like we have a possibility. I might be able to just drive through right now, actually. All hail the quad bike. Looks like we did make it. Awesome. Same deal. Now we need to find a high point to get some new mapping and get a map for mapping. Head down to Gilmanton, see what size city this is. So I dialed my lights up a few degrees. Is Vormithrax looking a little bright and pasty? Do I need to dial them back down again? It's hard for me to tell on the little preview camera thingy I've got. Gilmanton is kind of tiny. Nothing useful. A couple of houses. And the only drain pipes are kind of forward facing. Skeletal shocker. He did not spot me, I don't think. Let's do the same thing. Get rid of those. Please don't fall down, please don't fall down. Likelihood is fairly low that we'll fall, but not zero, as far as I know. And it would hurt a lot. Possibly kill me, depending on where it applied the damage. That helps a lot. So we got a hotel down south. We can get a map. Refresh our mapping of this western area. We'll definitely try that. Fire lookout tower. Too many zombies for me to climb that. Well, maybe. I might be able to lure them away. We'll have to see. But let's head down and try to get a map. Jack zombies. Sleepwalker zombies. Were all labs removed except one? No, they're not gone. They're just a lot rarer than they used to be. You wouldn't be able to do a science labs scenario start if they had disappeared all the old style labs. So they're still around. They're just way rarer than they used to be. But you'll still find them under every research facility has got one, and those are still around. You'll still find them occasionally under a prison. You'll still find them under cities. There are 2 different houses that can spawn. There's like 40 different house designs. 2 of those designs have the possibility, not guaranteed, but the possibility for a science lab, the old style modular science lab, to have an entrance in the basement. So they're still around. They're just way rare on the map. So when you're rolling around this map world, the thing will say science lab, which we went into one earlier. I don't remember where it was. We've traveled quite a bit, but we actually got into a science lab not too many episodes ago, a couple episodes ago. Wherever it was, it's down here somewhere. We've done so much moving, I don't... Oh, there it is. So, there was this regular old style science lab right there. But you're not going to see... If you know what an overworld map section is, if you go to the debug menu, and you go map, reveal map, and it reveals a gigantic area of map, like from corner to corner, it's like, at a guess, about that big. So it's a huge square, rectangle about that big from this point on up to where we started. That's what it reveals. That's an overworld map chunk. That's how the game segments the world so that it generates those as you travel. You'll only see 1 or 2 within that size of an area nowadays. So they're just way rarer than they used to be. If you're a returning player, you're going to have a hard time finding them. What's that gaggle of farms? That's the new mega farm. I got added, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. So I'll explain again the reasoning for this. For a long time now, many people who play Cataclysm on the internet, me, I'm sure other people have probably brought it up, have complained incessantly about the number of farms sitting at the end of these endpoint roads. So you would go to you'd scramble to get to an endpoint hoping for a lab or a prison or a research facility or something useful, and it's a farm. Go to the next one, another farm. Go to the next 5, more farms. It was really, really, really annoying. So, like, 60% of the endpoints seem to be the little tiny farm buildings for quite a long time. So, somebody has gone in and said, alright, we're going to have farms, but instead of taking up 60% of the endpoints, here's one mega farm that's going to take up one endpoint. And so that's kind of the reasoning behind it. It's to relieve the endpoint pressure and having so many of those little farm buildings taking them up. The usefulness of this, I don't know. You farmer people go crazy, I guess, and you people that insist on getting food out of these things, whatever. Go nuts. But I don't know how often they appear. We've seen 2, I think. I think I've only seen 2 so far in this run, and we've covered quite a bit of map area. So they're not super common, but that's the intent behind them, is to free up the endpoints for other buildings, because they were just, all the farm variants were taking up too many of them.